Mr. Amol Desai, Supreme Petrochem Limited, Head Business Development. The topic that is going to be spoken by him is the advantage of EPS cups in the tea and coffee sectors. To tell something about him, I would want to give you a brief about his work profile. Mr. Amol Desai has been working for Supreme Petrochem Limited for many years. First for the marketing of polystyrene raw material when the plants came on stream in 1995. Accepting challenges for new products, application and market has been his forte. It all started with specialty plasticizers of Monsanto, Solutia, and later polymer additives and specialty chemicals and solvents of Ferrocrop USA. Academic background of chemistry and polymers coupled with 18 years of sales and marketing exposure in plastic, paints, adhesive and pharma industry. Traveled widely from US, Europe, India, subcontinents and Southeast Asia countries. Today he is heading up the business development activities for expanded polystyrene EPS, that is traditionally known as thermocol. Today, two segments of his interest are EPS in the constructions and EPS cups. His focus is in promoting EPS in construction, right from the small bungalows to a multi-story building and from roads to the bridges. Today he will talk about EPS cups, and without any delay I would like to call him up on stage and set up his presentation. I want someone to please guide him with the setup.
Good afternoon everybody. Here in this exhibition we see many of these offering you tea, coffee, different type of blends, flavors. I am here with a different concept of how do we offer it this tea, coffee and into what. Before I talk in detail about the EPS, EPS is basically a generic term for expanded polystyrene. Traditionally we call it thermocol. So before that, let us have a quick look at some of these glasses which have been used. Now this is a very clear polystyrene glass. Normally when you go for any tea or coffee, they offer you into a glass which is white color. This is two color. This is called high impact polystyrene. So what are the characteristics of this polystyrene material as such, especially the GPPS or the clear polystyrene? The natural transparency, because it gives an excellent presentation to whatever food stuff you offer. It's very light and it's less fragile than glass. It can be processed easily on the conventional machines. It doesn't require any skilled labor. It's an inert material, so that there are no questions about the contamination with the food. And these are 100% recyclable. So from the sustainability point of view, they are again no problem. And when processing these polystyrene cups, they do not contribute to global warming or even depletion of ozone layer, as is afraid by many of these environmentalists. And the advantages, being light, but you get the better strength, rigidity. It's a single piece, so there are no possibilities of leakages. You have additional freedom in shapes and colors. You can tailor-made the physical properties. You have increased food appeal, and you can get the best value for serving cold beverages as well. Some of the display examples I have given here. Now coming to the EPS or the thermocol type of products, how wonderful you can make it in terms of the display or presenting the foodstuffs. Now what is this material about? This material is called a cup grade material. Now within thermocol, this material is called cup grade, so it is only used for making cups. What are the features? It requires very low energy. It is used for drinking cups, hot and cold, and the main attribute is it offers the thermal insulation. Then these are some of the technical terms and then other applications which I will just skip because it doesn't have any relevance here. In terms of the specification, what makes this material so specific? The first thing is the very fine bead size. None of the companies in India make this fine bead size of thermocol beads. The pentane content, now pentane is a gas which is used for increasing or making it a foam, and that content has to be controlled less than 6% by weight. It comes in a very natural color. It is an FDA compliant. So we have this material which is approved by US FDA. Not all materials can be approved by FDA for food contact applications. Again, this is recyclable, being a polystyrene, and you can use it for continuous temperatures up to 80 degrees centigrade. And what is the manufacturing process which gives this type of specifications? It's a very special two-step process, and this particular process is available in the world only at 3 places. We are very proud to say, other than US, Europe, we are the only company in Asia to have this process for making small bead applications. The screening is done after the polymer is made. Again, pentane levels are maintained uniform. And the resin polymerization is done to get the optimum results. The process benefits, in the molding, you get a uniform product and a very good molding cycle times. You have overall higher efficiency levels, and the final product has a better surface quality. I invite all of you to come and have a look at the various samples we have displayed at our stall. It has a very different finish, and it's really appealing. The printing also depends upon the surface, and in this case it's much better. You can do any secondary operations in general. Because it is FDA, one of the requirement is that we have to keep the residual monomers to a very lower extent, and that is why they do not smell, or whatever you serve that, the products are really doesn't hamper the taste. These are the different shapes available. Again, EPS, they are made from two-step process. The material, because of the insulation, keeps hot beverages hot for quite long time. It protects hands from burns. I will show you some examples later on. Again, it's a lightweight yet rigid, so there's no problem in holding. And to meet the environmental norms, it is CFC and SCFC free, which are supposed to damage the ozone layer. Now see, these are some of the examples which we see that people hold these cups using a sleeve. When you hold it with the sleeve, the branding is lost. The third example is of a paper cup. When it is hot and when you really try to hold it tightly, the cup actually bends. And then it can be a source of potential leakage from the two joints. Being hot, people tend to use, put their fingers in their cups while serving. Or they have to use additional napkin to support it from the bottom. Or handkerchief to hold the containers. Now these are basically made from the paper cups or the plastic containers, which when you really give something, serve something hot, very difficult to hold for initially when it is served. Now when you use EPS cups, because of better strength and rigidity and good thermal resistance, and also single piece construction, there are no leakages. It's a very common sight that people hold it at the brim of the cup because they cannot hold it comfortably in the center. Whereas the next picture shows that, of course this is for the noodles, but this is an imported product made into EPS cup. The holding is quite comfortable. So you can enjoy the food. Don't get burned, have fun. How do you get the material saving? Now, because you are using a single piece cup, you don't require any sleeve for double cupping. You don't require any coaster or napkin to support it. So this is not required. Also this is not required. So what you can use is a single cup, and this basically saves money. People normally compare cup to cup, but they don't take into consideration the cost for the sleeve or the napkin or the paper, additional paper which is used. The EPS cups in India, traditionally we have seen that they come only in white color. But excellent branding can be done, and you can eliminate paper sleeves. superior graphics. Now these are some of the samples which we have collected all over the world, which have been practiced basically from in Europe and in Southeast Asia. Beautiful printing can be done. Only thing is you need to have some printing facility. Now this is something what our Indian customer has recently developed for some of the local brands here. But basically graphics can be superior. We don't see much because basically people supply them in white color. Branding is possible. Branding is required for product enhancement and advertisement. Now how it can done? You can do by labeling, where you can put a paper label on top of it. This paper label is removable, and so the two things can be recycled immediately. You can do the sleeving by, it's a plastic sleeve, you can put it onto the paper cup. You can pass it through the tunnel and then the sleeve will get hold onto the cup. This particular thing we have tried in SPAC, who has a stall also here. And the last one is the in-mold labeling. This is very costly process, not yet introduced in many parts of the world, but that is still possible. Now you will say, why do we use EPS cups over plastic or paper cup? Now there are different aspects. Let us look at the fewest resources. Whether it is a paper cup or whether it is a plastic cup or whether it is a ceramic cup, you know, they require a lot of resources. Now how? This is one of the, let us say if you go for double cupping. If you are not able to hold in one single cup, you will use two cups. So as compared to a single cup, you require 50% more energy. And when you throw them, you will be generating the 2 times the solid waste. Even if you use uncoated paper cups requires a lot of steam, a lot of chemicals and electricity to process paper from wood to paper to the paper cup. And according to one of the report, is paper better than plastic, a study by Dr. Martin Hawking, he has given the detailed analysis of how many chemicals are used and then given it for the water pollution. These are one of the tabular presentation of disposable cup. Like one ceramic cup, yeah, you can use it reusable. It can be used number of times. But this, the energy what is used for one ceramic cup, you can make 39 paper cups and you can make 1000 foam cups. So within the same energy, you can serve 1000 people with against one ceramic cup. Same is for the as comparison with plastic and the glass. Here this is in terms of the graphical presentation. Now this was generated again by Dr. Martin Hawkins on reusable and disposable cups, an energy-based evaluation and independent study in US. Now some of the facts. Now this has come had come into paper, was given by some Swati Anand. It's an NGO in Bangalore. They said, do you know that 4.5 liters of water is required for one tiny paper cup, which is stacked in the vending machine? In order to manufacture 60,000 cups, this is based on some study, you require 2,500 kgs of wood. You require 3 lakh liters of water, 9 liters of oil, and 8,000 kilowatts of energy. So this process creates about 1,300 kgs of air pollutants. This is some collection from the American Chemistry Council. They provide basically useful information to public policymakers, students, teachers, and about how to use plastic food service products, how they benefit the consumers and the environment, and they talk about different health and safety aspects. Now this is required because people go by the perception what they carry and what is carried forward into the market. One of the perception is, yeah, it's a thermocol, it is not biodegradable. Yeah, many things are not biodegradable, but still they are used. What we have to see is that if they are not biodegradable, they have to be reprocessed or recycled. Then they can be sustainable. This is one of the detailed study by Franklin Associates done for the Polystyrene Packaging Council in US. and it gives a life cycle analysis. Life cycle analysis starts right from the generation of the raw material till the conversion into the finished product and the disposal, and the different aspects of pollution, energy, etc. What are the environmental benefits? One, both these cups and containers are inert. They are 100% recyclable. Yeah, but once you recycle, we do not recommend them to be used for again for food applications. They can be converted into non-food applications like hangers, beads, frames, etc. Manufacturing of this EPS generates less air emissions and waterborne waste than paper cups. What you require for processing is basically only the steam, and because of using steam, you anyway get a sterilizable product. So there is a less waste, less pollution, lower energy consumption. Now here I would be talking about recycling. How easy it is to do the recycling. I will just go to another clip here. This is a very small machine and it's a unique process. Now it is followed in all parts of the world. This is the first step towards processing of EPS. We have brought a small machine, and right now it has been demonstrated at Chowpatty for disposing the thermocol decorative material which is used for Ganpati. What happens is you basically go on dumping the EPS waste, whatever form it is, and it will convert into the polystyrene compact blocks which come from here downstairs, and it doesn't require any good operator, no skill, very less power, but it reduces the material, the volume with the compaction ratio of 48:1, and then these bricks are basically recycled. So we have brought a very small machine just to demonstrate, and we have given it right now to BMC D ward. So after coming to recycling, let us see how eco-friendly option it is. Even if you don't want to recycle it, the problem today is because of the attitude, the problem today is because of the littering, the problem today because the product, the EPS, is very bright and it is light. So normally it catches the attraction of the people. But EPS products can be safely incinerated in a modern combustion facility. It generates quantities of usable energy. This we have done and tested with ACC Cement Company as as an alternative source of energy in place of coal. This table will show you the one in the bold, the polystyrene. It gives you almost double the energy than that of coal when it is burned properly. And there should be no hiccups about the emissions, because it has been proved that it burns cleanly to produce only carbon dioxide and water vapor, which are just the same combustion products that of wood and coal. So today the consumption of EPS is very less as compared to the developed countries. There's a lot of potential for people to get into this business. What are the benefits to the companies? They will get the first move advantage. They will have the product differentiation. They will definitely delight consumers. It requires very less developmental cost. The shift is also very easy, and you get overall increase in value for the product, which can increase the sales volume. Now this product is brought to you by Supreme Petrochem Limited. We are the largest manufacturer in India for polystyrene with an installed capacity of 272,000 metric tons. The plant is at Nagothane. We also make a lot of expandable polystyrene with 50,000 metric tons. This is for the general packaging and construction applications. And the third line, we have exclusive line for making EPS cup grade material. We are the first and only producer in India and probably in Asia with the installed capacity of 24,000 tons and technical know-how from Nova Chemicals, USA. Let us discuss how we can collaborate. If we can come down to our stall D10 in hall number 2. Thank you.